We are back for another episode of Bigsixbants. It's the game week 1 roundup. Finally, we are here. The season has begun. There is only one more team to play, which is Manchester United tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I believe. We're here to react for the Liverpool game and the Tottenham game. So 1-1 between Liverpool and Chelsea at the Bridge. Away to Brentford. Tottenham drew 2-2. With Maddison getting 2 assists. And obviously Arsenal beating Nottingham Forrest 2-1. And of course, Man City getting the job done as they do. In fact, as they do. But listen, a lot to talk about, a lot to unpack, decisions. Mandem, we telling me, how are we today?
Wait, I am sweet as, mate. Sweet as. Never been better. Yeah.
You can only start the season off right, fam. 3 points and on to game week 2.
Literally, you keep going, man. That's it.
I
do hear it.
That's the one. That's it.
Obviously, certain man.
Thank you for making that correction, Montel. I was literally going to mention that, but you beat me to it. Thank you for dethroning yourself as you should.
There's a lot of stuff to get into. I don't see the need to be cheeky on my behalf. You know what I'm saying? Fair enough, you won your game, but we'll get into it. Secondly, what we're doing for the like total today. Before we hit the comments, there's nearly 100 people in here already, and we are literally not even 2 minutes into the video. So people, chat, let me know how many likes we can get today, because the last 4 or 5 shows you've been hitting 500, 400. It's in them realms now, isn't it? So obviously, I'm thinking, what number are we thinking out likes wise today, chat? Let me know.
I'm thinking 300 that. Possible,
yeah,
not
2
possible.
plus 1 equals 3. Get me? So 300. We'll take it.
Wait.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So 2-1 Arsenal. 2 plus 1 equals 3. 300 likes, man. Run it up.
I hear that.
Looking quick on your feet, Kader. I like it.
Get me?
Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Listen, chat, you already know what it is. You want to see 300 likes, whether you're watching.
Wait, Kate, I don't even mind. Let's make it 376. I'm only going even higher. 376, 76 minutes, Salah got subbed off. No goal. So we'll do that one. I'm up for that. 376.
Yeah, that's a shot there still. Yeah, we'll take it. No, we'll take that. We'll take that. He was keeping that tape like it was an
Anyway, listen.
I was beefing that one, cuz.
Before we get to the chat, as I said, people, so 376 is the like total today. There's already over 100 people in there, so let's make sure that happens. Let's actually check some of the comments from the very start. Big up Assad, who was in here straight away saying, "You man caught absolute life today. You played an undercooked Chelsea team with Gallagher in DM and you still got outplayed. We always dominate Liverpool, but never win." Well, we'll get into that one.
Big yaks.
Assad, I always wanted Chelsea to win. I hate Liverpool. Big up Stuart Blade. He says, but Chelsea was awful because Liverpool were worse and part of the bus. And what Chelsea actually did in the first, what did Chelsea do in the first half? They couldn't string 2 passes together. So big up Stuart as well. Big up Slim Ake as well. Big up Difficult Pete in the house. And obviously big up Marcus as well, saying Salah beefing Klopp. Is he Klopp out? Again, you lot can do all the up play.
But it's game week 1, Start as you mean to go on. That's what I'll say.
Man, looking mad deep into it. You want to try and take a needle out of the haystack if you can. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. Big up Drunk Vigo as well, who says Robbo out. Difficult Pete in the house as well. So there's so many people in the house. Big up Skip to Malu in the house as well. He says, imagine drawing at an away ground, supposedly top 4 club, and we're unlucky with a blatant handball and a disallowed goal by Mo's arm. We'll talk about that. We will talk about it. And big up Grand Theft Porto. He says, big up Monts today. Chelsea fan. Nice battle. Yeah, listen. I mean, obviously, as a Liverpool fan, I'll start off on what I think of the game. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty obvious that I feel like this game was going to be a draw. Every time Liverpool Chelsea play each other, they just cancel each other out every time. Like, I don't think there isn't a time. I think is it the last 6 consecutive meetings have been draws. All 6 of them. Well, I think this is the 7th one now. This is counting.
This is the 8th one now.
Is it the 8th one? I don't have to check. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's the 8th one. I have to see.
I think this is
But
the 8th
obviously,
one still. Mad.
like, I don't know. Do you know what it is with the game? I was very impressed with the first like 30, 40 minutes. I was very impressed. And obviously, like when the goal went in, I know whoever had Salah in their fantasy, I know when that goal went in, man, they were screaming. I know man were doing that one. I know it was PA, goal and assist and all that stuff. But I'll be real. It was glaringly obvious, I think, what both teams lacked today. Glaringly obvious. I think Liverpool with the DM issue. Even though I feel like our midfield was very good in the first 40 minutes or so, the DM issue is still glaringly obvious because there were times where runners just weren't tracked as a DM would track your runner. I think tactical fouls were done a little bit too late. And again, the high line, I think flanks were exposed a little bit. But at the end of the day, I think in the second half, Chelsea were much better than us. But I also think Liverpool, I think the XG for me, the penalty, I think that's a penalty in it. We'll get to the decision in a bit. I think that's a penalty. Because not just because of the proximity of how close it is and where his hand is, it's the fact that the ball's on target. Like it's on target. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think for me,
it was never going in though. Like let's be real.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
It was too soft.
It's on the 6 yard box. So if you head it from the 6 yard box, they were even saying it in the punditry that if you're getting a flick on, it could hit anyone, and if it's already on target, it needs saving. So do you know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it with the penalty in it. Obviously, I was very impressed with Enzo Fernandez's performance, especially in the second half as well. He really started cooking when he got on the ball more. Reece James was as well. Down that right-hand side, Chelsea was cooking. And I think on our right-hand side in the first half, we was cooking. That was a good connection with Szoboszlai, Salah, and Trent. That trio was working well. And Diaz, man, I doubted Diaz a little bit, man. He's looking good as well, man. So there's a lot of things to unpack, man. I still think both teams will probably be happy with a draw in terms of the chances that will probably spread throughout the game. But again, a lot to work on, man. A lot to work on going into the season. What do you, man, think?
Of course.
Thanks, Montel. Thank you for that.
You
nice,
go first,
that nice little start up for the rest of us. I'm pretty sure some other people in this chat have different opinions. I'm gonna start off with the positives. Diaz, I put a tweet out and I said, Diaz, I think Diaz is the next talisman for Liverpool. Once Salah leaves, he's coming of age. I think Diaz will be your go-to man. I just feel like he can't do that now due to the fact that Salah's there. I think Diaz is actually cold. I'll be real.
Bit wasteful though. Bit wasteful.
Yeah, a bit wasteful, but he will learn. He will learn. Szoboszlai, I think Szoboszlai had a great game. In my opinion, I think he had a great game. He was everywhere, got around, made a lot of key passes as well.
I disagree as well.
You may disagree. This is how I saw it. Yeah, I thought Szoboszlai had a good game. Who else for me had a good game?
Fernandez.
Yeah, no, I'm talking on the Liverpool side first. I'll get to Chelsea. I think
Van Dijk. I didn't
obviously a lot.
I think Van Dijk was colossal all game.
Yeah.
All game.
I wouldn't say colossal, but I think he was good. I don't think when you say colossal and Van Dijk, I'm looking at colossal like prime Van Dijk.
No, but
I didn't see that.
I didn't say he was the colossal version of himself. I said he was colossal today. Like
I don't think he was. I think he was good. I think he was very good.
What got past him today?
What do you mean?
Bro,
Chelsea did have chances, bro. They did have chances.
We're talking about anything within his responsibility. What got past him today? And in terms of the crossing,
I can't say specifically where he's lost out on an actually 1v1. But bro, this guy controls the defense line. He controls the defense line. It's down to him.
Let's look at it. Then which way do you want to put it? Because Chelsea, people are saying Chelsea had all these chances, right? They had all these chances, and all these opportunities, right? And people are saying Liverpool got dominated in the second half. So they didn't score because I think we defended really well, and Alisson made the saves he needed to make. The two saves that he had to make, the one against Chilwell and the one against Jackson. But apart from those two saves, Van Dijk pretty much mitigated everything he could. Even if it came to a last-ditch tackle, it still had to be done when it was needed to be done. So it's either we defended well or we didn't get dominated. And we did get. Which one is it, bro? Which one is it?
I think you defended well. I think you defended well, but it wasn't solely on Van Dijk. Konate had a big influence in that game as well. Like Van Dijk was good, but Konate, in my opinion, Konate weren't better. I'll be real, but Van Dijk was good. He wasn't amazing or monstrous or whatever you said. He wasn't that.
100%.
But anyway, I'll going on to Trent. I think Trent surprised me because he was defensively good as well. And whenever this guy went into the midfield, he actually created a lot. I was very surprised by Trent. So big him up. Alisson was just Alisson. Like big times, you need a save, and he will always be there. Robbo,
not great.
We'll get onto the negatives soon. We'll get into the negatives in a minute. Nunez, we'll get into the negatives in a minute.
No, that's your guy. That's your guy.
I didn't think Nunez played bad. Nunez had a decent game when he come on.
We'll talk about it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Kids, it will be your opinion soon, brother. Don't worry. It'll be your opinion soon. Salah. I want to speak about. I'm just gonna go on to the negatives now. McAllister, boy, where do I start? Because you guys brought this person in. You're gonna see him create, do the key passes, the through balls. I saw absolutely none of that today. I thought
so. You didn't see him switch the ball. You didn't see the
switch. I don't care if he switched the ball once. What does that mean to me? I don't care if he's switching the ball. What? That doesn't mean nothing to me.
He played in the deeper role today.
Brother, for me, McAllister stunk it. He absolutely stunk.
You are watching a different game.
I was not impressed at all.
Who was better, him or Szoboszlai?
I was told.
He was definitely better.
I think he was better than Szoboszlai. I think McAllister was more, for me, McAllister was way more tidy. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he knew when to beat a player and offload the pass and play the ball forward, especially in transition. I think Szoboszlai was good industrially. He was industrially good, but there were times where I think Szoboszlai should have shot and he didn't shoot. Or
that brother, if I was Klopp, I would have been ripping my hair out about
that chance. You know which one I'm talking about? Casey, exactly. You know, yeah. You see what I'm saying, fam? So, and especially for someone who's known for his shooting ability, he's known for his shooting ability.
No, I was going to say, you see that shot with Szoboszlai, I thought he was slapping at Bins. I generally thought that was going to go Bins, but he didn't shoot.
Yeah, he did. The one that was on the half. On the half bounce. The one on the half bounce.
Yeah. Szoboszlai is hard in my opinion, isn't it? I think he's hard.
Yeah, even the people in the chat will say Mac was good. I say Mac was a lot better.
For me, McAllister weren't it for me. I'm looking at Brighton. I'm looking at this McAllister. I'm like, I don't know. This wasn't the McAllister.
Yeah, Corey was not watching the same game as us.
For me, this is my
the Szoboszlai. I think
McAllister did not impress me at all. He didn't impress me at all. But Szoboszlai impressed me heavily. I think Szoboszlai is hard.
That's why you like McTominay, innit?
Yeah, this is just nuts.
I don't like McTominay.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
I don't like
McTominay.
I don't like McTominay.
So Corey, what would you give?
Before you go. Right now, people, there are 377 people in the chat right now. And can someone tell me how many likes we're on? We are on 75 likes. 75 likes.
Bump it up, man.
We have just under 400 people in the house, Casey, and we're on 75 likes.
Bro, and I'm seeing people say that our ball knowledge is meaty. Listen, yeah. There's only one person that said Szoboszlai has played better than McAllister.
Who thought Szoboszlai played
there? And that's that brother there.
You don't rate Szoboszlai like that, yeah?
I rate Szoboszlai.
Man, we'll get to it.
You don't want to hear it.
Man, we'll get to it. Don, welcome to the stream. Obviously, welcome to the stream. There's obviously there is currently just under 400 people in the chat. Don, what do the people need to do? What do they need to do before when they enter the chat?
Huh?
I said, what do the people need to do when they enter the chat? What button do they need to click?
You need to smash the likes, man. Smash the likes. Big up the chat. Obviously, it's my first appearance on here. Long overdue, but listen, I pre you, man, every day, man. I fuck with this channel heavy. Even before me and Monts got to chatting. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, now big up the chat and everyone smash the likes, man. Make sure.
100%.
Appreciate
that, man. Big up yourself. Let's get to the super chats and then Corey will come back to what you were saying. And kids, keep
forget Corey.
Yeah, I'll be real. Corey's
Yeah, I'll be real. Corey's waffling.
You man go with the safe narratives. That's what I'm saying. You man run with the safe narrative.
You come as the safe narrative.
My opinion come different to you, man. My opinion come different to you, man. And you man just can't accept that.
Corey.
What are they cooking you about? What happened? What have I missed?
Hold on.
I was saying, read the comments, man. Read the comments.
Please. Stop, because you're heating his head, fam. You're heating his head.
Calm down like that.
Stop it. Big up Ed to the super chat. He says, keeping it 100, Caicedo can't say. Big up Ed, bro. I slightly agree with that. I'm not even gonna lie. Big up Ethan with the super chat as well. We appreciate you guys. Monts, Andy Robertson, Tic Tac. He has to go. He pissed me off today, man. We'll get to that one as well. Big up Hit 44 as well with the $2. Just as we was talking about Rico Henry today as well. Me and Casey was talking about Rico Henry.
Yeah.
Big up Hit 44 with the $2 donation as always says. What do you trust more in? Who do you trust more in front of goal? Nketiah or Nunes?
You know
Nketiah.
what's funny? You just asked the same thing. You just asked the same thing on the terrace.
You know the answer to that.
You just asked the same thing on the terrace.
I'm trusting in Nketiah every day of the week. Big up Tang Yang as well with a $2 donation. He goes Enzo Fernandez. Yep, he was definitely man of the match. Top class today.
He played class today.
Top. So just to again, people, make sure you are smashing the like button. Just to get back to what we're saying. Oh, sorry. One more thing as well. We are 50 subs away from 6K. If there's 400 people in here right now, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that should be happening today.
Yeah, game week 1, 6K. It just sounds great. They can make it happen.
Yeah, I reckon the people in the chat can make it happen, innit? Chat, make sure I want you guys to let us know who for you guys wasn't good enough today from either Chelsea and Liverpool from a perspective of both. Kids, what was you gonna say in rebuttal to Corey? What Corey was saying?
Bro, for me, yeah, I'll be real. I don't know what you lot were seeing. Mons, do you agree with Corey, by the way, about the Szoboszlai thing?
I think he was industrially good, but if you ask me about whether he was technically good, I think his end product, he passed when he should have shot, and he's shooting when he should have passed. And for me, I liked his aggression, but you know when a man is techie, I don't need you to just be aggressive, because I would have just gone inside the Musa Sissoko regen. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, this is what I'm saying. For what you want Szoboszlai to do, he had a poor game today. It was poor. Yeah. I don't know how,
but again, it wasn't
his first game.
It doesn't matter. It don't matter, bro.
Obviously, it's bro.
As I said, it's his first game in the Prem. I mean,
I'm not gonna over analyze his game in terms of he's technically crap now because he didn't do anything technically. I still think he went on a little maybe run in the first half. He had little moments. I just think that he kind of got his wires twisted a bit too much, which isn't what he's known for. He's usually a lot more composed. But
what, are you not saying that he was your weakest midfielder today?
You know what? Gakpo,
worse than Gakpo.
Gakpo was worse.
Gakpo was
I thought that guy even existed.
Yeah, after the 20th minute, I didn't see him. But
and he should have shot. There was one time he should have shot and he passed it to Salah backwards. Like, I didn't get that.
Exactly. But here's what I'm saying is I feel like with Gakpo, he needs to just go back into that false nine rather than being playing. He's not CM. Like maybe go on
once.
I was saying I feel like maybe Klopp sees something that he has to maybe grow into the position a bit more. I just feel like Chelsea away first day, he maybe should have just gone with Curtis Jones and then put Gakpo up top and maybe taken Jota out and bought Jota on rather than having to bring a Ben Doak on or bringing on Harvey Elliott, who I thought was actually okay when he came on, but you know what I mean, innit? In terms of you want Diogo Jota coming on as opposed to Harvey Elliott. No disrespect to Harvey Elliott, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Harvey Elliott, man. Harvey Elliott, man. Like, what's like, Mons? Yeah, what do you expect from him? Because he doesn't really create chances. He gets an odd banger here and there, like, but he's not putting up numbers. All he does really is keep it tidy, keep the ball ticking. What does he really bring to the team? Like, I don't see. There's nothing there really. For Liverpool,
his cameo was good today. But I do know what you mean. So if we're talking the bigger picture of Harvey Elliott, I think he doesn't fit into the mold of for me, he's not a centre mid, but he's not P&P enough to be a right winger. He's more of a if he's a right winger, he has to be like the one that consistently cuts back in, and he needs an overlap. But Trent don't overlap. So if he plays on the right wing, it's a bit like you're kind of caught in two minds. Does Szoboszlai then have to do that the Henderson thing where he runs all the way around for the overlap, taking the man out of midfield, which means you have to be, from a tactical standpoint, you have to be controlling the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we're going off topic. In terms of the McAllister thing. I think McAllister was much better than Szoboszlai. Not gonna lie, innit? Like
he was
for me,
he was your best midfielder today.
Yeah, like in terms of like
yes.
Bro, there were times I think McAllister done with, like he'd shift the ball, beat a player, and even especially for the build up for the goal, especially the diag to Salah was on every time, especially in the first half, every single time. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I see he was your best midfielder, but the rest, Szoboszlai and Gakpo, they played awful in my opinion. I think Jota had a bad game as well. People aren't speaking.
Yeah.
Bad game.
Yeah, it was poor, man. It was poor.
I'll be real. Your defense was the best part of your team. Your defense was the best part.
That's what surprised me.
Can you explain me your gameplay, like your gameplay going forward? I want to know like how you guys attacked, and like I didn't personally. I saw hold it, Salah, Diaz, just down the flanks. Let's get it moving. This wasn't the Liverpool that I saw of even last season.
We did win the ball. Well, last season we weren't really doing anything last season. So.
No, but I'm saying like you guys still tried to play the same type beat though, innit? Even though he wasn't successful, you still tried to play the same thing.
I'm not gonna lie. I think in the first half the game could have been done and dusted in that first half if he was more clinical. I think we won the ball high up. We done exactly what we needed to do. The game plan was brilliant, and then Enzo woke up. It's just as simple as that. Enzo woke up. He decided let's get this going. The wing backs pushed into wingers. And then that's what was the issue, because it's like we were pushing up as a 4, and then that left a gap rather than. So Gakpo was almost playing like a cam rather than sitting back as a DM. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why I said it's glaringly obvious. I said, bro, like, it is glaringly obvious that a DM would have stopped so many of the issues that Chelsea were causing today. You know,
the thing is though, Mons, I get the point that you're saying, but you got to look at it a bit deeper than that though, because none of us expected Poch here to go to a back 3. Do you get what I'm saying? So he realized that I need to pack out the midfield, because right now as it is, we haven't got a DM that I trust like that, clearly, because Leslie just came into the club. Santos didn't even get a minute today. Do you get what I'm saying? So he was like, listen, I need to pack out the midfield. For me, I was big up Saeed, man. I wasn't happy to see Gallagher playing as the deepest man, and in the first half he stunk. But it could literally just be as simple as second half he was moving like, bro, he's moving like Makelele in the second half, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Just breaking up the play on the ball as well, just releasing it quickly and that. But what I think, today, Poch, tactically, he nullified that midfield. It worked. You get it? So as much as I know you guys are looking at your individual performances from the midfield.
Not straight away. He nullified it with the tweak. With the tweak. With the tweak. Yeah, but initially, you could see that this is a team with players that haven't played together yet. Yeah, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like trying to gel together, see how your first touches, see how you what angles you make off the ball and whatnot. Yeah, but when we kind of grew in the game, you could see that the game plan started to work, and we nullified your midfield. I'll be real, bro. Like we were just cutting through you. Like, after you were cutting through us the first 25, 30 minutes, bro. After that, we were just cutting through you. Do you get it? Like I feel like the game plan just clicked from there, and we nullified that attack, that threat in midfield. Do you get it? But at the same time, you're right. You definitely need a DM.
I think it's because of Jota, you know. I think because Jota came off, I'm sorry, it may sound weird, but once Jota came off, from when he got injured, the brother wasn't.
Oh with the Colwell tackle.
From when my man got injured, he wasn't the same. And I can't lie. Once Nunes came on, bro, you man couldn't create. Like it became. It looked slightly weird because I know Jota comes into the midfield, innit? You'll go to the wings, whereas you got Nunes is just like dark alleys, brother. You'll just run into dark alleys and then hold it, and then hopefully someone else will come and collect. Whereas Jota actually, I don't
even think he done that today. I think Nunes was caught in between two minds. It was like when he got the ball, he didn't know whether he wanted to run into the space or whether he wanted to be that hold the ball up and kind of create. So he would do like a little burst, then he would kind of cut back and try and like. So I don't know, and then he would make weird runs when the ball's not on Like it was, I don't know. Today he wasn't, match
feel like
sharp.
you
I
might
don't know.
be
I'll just put that down to, huh?
I feel like you might have been harsh on Nunes, man. I feel like, bro, when he come on, there was even a chance, right, where McAllister played the ball. People calling it a bad touch from Nunes. It
was a bad pass.
It was a bad pass from McAllister.
I'm not blaming that. That was on McAllister.
No, but it's what I'm saying. If that's a pass on the ground, bro, it goes straight to his feet, turns to goal. 2-1.
But Kay, do you know the only thing I'll say with that one is that the ball was in an awkward height, but if you look at any of our other attackers, they're controlling that.
Yeah, no, I agree. But still,
that's the difference.
But still,
you know what I mean? No, but the thing is, though, but the thing is, though, like Darwin Nunes was like in between the lines, and then it was fizzed at him in the air, bro. Like I don't care if you're Kaka or Ronaldinho, and you probably have to be at that level to get the ball under control.
No,
fizzed at you in the air like that, bro. It was fizzed at him in the air, bro. It was fizzed.
Yeah, bro. I understand, but I'm saying for the standards of attackers that we have, the other 4 attackers for me are controlling that. I'm not saying they're scoring. I'm not saying they're scoring from it. I'm just because it's not like there's not the only time we've seen Nunes' first touch let him down. Come on, man.
What I think let him down there, What I think let him down there, he was a bit flat-footed. So he wasn't even ready for it. Do you get it? Like if he was ready on his toes, he would.
I think he was ready for the ball to come on the floor, innit? That's what he was ready for. But then the ball came at some mad thing. You even saw him have to like take a quick breath, like
was Thiago on the bench?
You know what I mean?
Was Thiago on the bench?
No, he's in training, but he's not in the squad. He's not in the squad.
I can't because I would have played Gakpo.
That one.
I'll be real.
You know, that one should have been fizzed on the floor.
But that's what he should have done on the floor. But what I'm saying is that I feel like with Nunes, what he did do. Listen, I'm not going to be all negative. What he did do well, he ran the channels well. So when the ball was played over the top into the channels, he's there because that's his strength, isn't it? He's always going to be there for that. But when McAllister got the ball and he beat 2 man in midfield, it's like Nunes didn't know whether to show for feet, as Kay said, didn't know whether to show for feet.
He did. He was stuck in between 2 minds of what he wanted to do.
Or to spin off. Do you know what I'm saying? Or to spin off. And that for me, but if you look at Jackson now, everything he done was with a purpose. So for me, Jackson takes that down. Not saying he scores, because I think he was very wasteful today of his chances. But he takes that down and he creates a chance for himself, even if the pass isn't an amazing pass. And no one's here saying Jackson is Ronaldinho. Do you know what I'm saying?
Jackson. I hear it. I hear it. So what you're saying is you'd rather him attempt. You get it? But I feel like in that situation, Darwin and McAllister were on a different wavelength. Like I said, he was expecting it on the floor, and McAllister was obviously expecting him to bring it down in the air. But again, that's all about relationships. You get it? Like McAllister next time will realize, you know what? Last time I tried to play that ball to Darwin in the air, the guy wasn't able to do it. So next time maybe I'll just fizz it on the floor. It's all about building that relationship and that chemistry. Do you get it? So I get what you're saying, Mons. You're right. I think Salah might have brought it down. Even Jota, Firmino, you've been used to like technical attackers, but Darwin is not that. If it does anything technically, it looks like he just done it by mistake. Awkward. Sometimes it doesn't look natural. It doesn't look natural.
Because that's his awkward. He's got a very awkward style. But that's all I think. I just think I'm with Kay on that one. I'm with Kears on that one, where I think McAllister did not have a stinker.
No,
like
that. He didn't. He didn't. Still, he didn't.
Also, can we wait? Just before we move on to
Enzo.
Salah.
Salah. No, before you go to Enzo, because Enzo's the good stuff. I want to talk about Salah, Montel. We're not skipping that.
Yeah, the good stuff come afterwards, Montel.
So obviously, Montel, this was, bro. He did not have a good game. Let's be real. You had a good 25, 30 minutes at the beginning.
You man get onto Rashford and say, all he does is score. Yeah? That game today, in my personal opinion, all I saw was the chance he created for Diaz and the offside goal. I didn't see much from him. Like, there was no difference between him and Sterling today. There was no difference.
No, I disagree. Salah was good today.
I think Salah was good.
He was good. Salah was good today.
He was all right. I think good's a stretch.
Do you know what it is? If we're talking second half performance, I think Salah was invisible. But first half, he was getting the ball, recycling it. He barely lost the ball. He completed most of his passes.
Yeah. First half, first 35.
But why was he invisible though? Why was he invisible? I'm being told, yeah. I'm being told that today was the fourth amount of possession that Klopp's ever lost against the opposition. The whole time he's been at Liverpool, something like that.
But that's credit.
You couldn't get the ball off us, bro. You couldn't get the ball off us.
In that second half, that's the last part of the first half. You lot found a way to get Enzo ticking and to control the game, which nullified the wingers, literally. And that's that's credit to Chelsea. Fair enough, Salah wasn't good enough in the second half, and I think he was actually right to take him off. I'm not one of those people saying, I think maybe if you're going to take someone off, maybe take off one of the other attackers, because if you're going to get a goal from somewhere, it's probably going to be Mo Salah in it. If you're going to get a goal in our front, but when he come off, I wasn't like, oh, why the hell are you taking him off? I think it was the right sub to make. If
you're saying he's played well for 25 minutes, how can you have a good game?
It wasn't 25
have a good game.
It was for most of the first half. I'd say at least 40 minutes. At least 40 minutes. Remember,
I only think 70 minutes,
and he played good for 40 of them. Corey,
I think he went done well for half an hour, and then Chelsea just started to wrap up the possession from there.
I agree still.
You can't have a good game if you play good for half an hour, because you guys get onto Rashford for doing that. You literally get onto Rashford for having good moments.
What do you again? You're going by what you're hearing about your own player, and you're trying to apply that. You're trying to just apply that to this situation. So your logic for me is coming out.
You're telling me Salah was good for the whole first half. You're telling me Salah was good for the whole first half.
Yes, bro.
No, disagree.
For the whole first half.
I think you man all in agreement.
It's not.
I think the first 35. I'll give him 35.
35 minutes after that.
No, he was good for 35. He was good for 35.
Either way, I didn't say Salah was amazing today. I would have given him a 7.
No, I'm not saying that
today.
You gave a 7.
I wouldn't have given him like
7.
Man.
Yeah, that's
6. And that's only because of the assist. That's only because of the assist.
I think it's 5 only because of the assist.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Who would you say? If Salah was probably your best player.
No, I think Diaz.
Salah was probably.
I think Diaz.
Diaz was better.
I think Diaz.
Actually, no, Diaz was better than him. Diaz was better than him. Actually, yeah, he was.
Yeah, I think Diaz was good today. But
this super chat's funny though. Chelsea new signing Anthony Taylor. Listen, Eric. Yeah, listen.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Listen, people. Let's get these two super chats, and we'll talk about Enzo, and we'll talk about Chilwell, Reece, and we'll also quickly touch on the penalty as well. Big up Eric. He says big up Monts. Chelsea new signing Anthony Taylor. Big up Ahmed Abdi as well. He says let's talk Eddie Nketiah or Richarlison. Conversations, man. Sweet conversation. There is currently 520 people in the house right now, and we're sitting on 188 likes. So if you haven't liked the video, we should easily be at 250 likes. We should easily be at 250 likes. So stop what you're doing right now and smash the like button. And on top of that, make sure you subscribe. We are currently 50-something subscribers away from 6,000 subscribers. I haven't put this video on subscriber mode only because I'm leaving it up to you lot to want to subscribe. But listen, we should if there's 500 plus, what's the fraction? What's the fraction of that we need, realistically?
What's that?
Not even a sixth of that amount.
You need about 10%. 10% of these lot.
10%. There you go.
There's 500 people in here. How many people is up in there?
Yeah, I'm saying
normal,
easy.
fam.
You know what I'm saying? So, I was about to bring up the penalty incident, but Greasy has to do something for 2 minutes. So yeah, we'll talk about Enzo Fernandez as well. He's back anyway.
Before we get onto the Enzo thing, yeah, can I just make a special shout out to Gallagher? Because for me, yeah, I saw on Twitter people were grilling him saying, "Oh, me included, bro." Yeah, no, I hear. Obviously, I hear why they would think that, and you guys would think that. But I think for the course of the 90-minute game, I feel like he had a good game, man. He didn't do too much.
He's in the DM. This guy not a DM, man.
Wait, I'll say over the course of the game.
Over the course of the game, yeah. Like, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? The problem that we've got with Gallagher, yeah. Like, Gallagher is the type of player that does well in like a counter-pressing team. Do you get it? Because he's got a lot of energy and he needs to be further up in the pitch. That's why he used to get a lot of goals for Palace. And West Brom used to do the same thing when he went there. Charlton, or quite counter-pressing when he went there on loan as well, yeah? But the problem with Gallagher is in possession, bro. Like, the quality is not there most of the time. Do you get it? Like, when it comes to counter-attacks, he's usually the guy that will break up the counter, whether that's like a loose pass or it's a shit touch, or he will slip over. He always does something to break up the counter press, innit? So it's one of them ones where it's like, we can't have someone right now that's not comfortable in the ball. Because if you guys look at our new signings, and the players that we've got now, most of them are comfortable in the ball. Even Disasi, do you get it? So Gallagher playing as the deepest man, is just like is a madness, because to me, he's not a holding midfielder. Do you get it? And in the first half,
he was losing the ball in dangerous positions today.
Dangerous positions.
Dangerous. And if Liverpool's attack was cooking like usual, their man
it will be peak. It will be peak.
Could have been an issue, innit? It could have been peak.
I was even saying to Mons earlier, because again, we didn't expect Poch to go to a back four, but I was saying to Mons, I'll say, listen, I don't want to see a pivot of Gallagher and Enzo, but I reckon he'll do that, because the last preseason game against Dortmund, that's what he did. And Poch basically said, I've got a rough idea of my first 11 against Liverpool, innit? So we kind of said, okay, Gallagher's most likely going to start, innit?
It's going to be that, yeah.
But listen, but second half, I'll be real. The guy was good, man. He was breaking up the play. Like I said, he was releasing it when he had to release it. He was helping Enzo, making Enzo boss the game. Do you get it? And I feel like the Liverpool players as well, they kind of looked at it like, raw. They you could tell the Liverpool players like, raw, what is this Connor, yeah? Because every time they were getting the ball, every time they saw him pressing, they were releasing it quick. Do you get it? So Gallagher, I can't lie. Listen, I wasn't happy when I saw him in the lineup. I was slandering him in the first half. I still think we should get rid of him. I'll be real with you. I don't think long term is the quality that we need. But today, in isolation, he was good. I can't lie. He was good.
He's done his thing today. I give him props.
He was making some Wan-Bissaka. He made one Wan-Bissaka tackle where I was like, wait.
I saw that.
You know what I'm talking about? Where like it got stuck to his foot and he got up with the ball at his foot. It was so weird, fam.
Wan-Bissaka tackle.
Yeah, because he's a
spider. Spider's known for the challenges. He's known for the thing.
Yeah, he's known for that.
He just likes that prop, fam.
The penalty, Grease. The penalty. There's a lot of. Actually, you lot in the chat. Listen, I want to see at least 500 answers here. I don't want to see any other comments apart from penalty or no penalty. Obviously, me and the guys will discuss it now as well, of course. But man, I mean, I thought it was a penalty. I'm gonna think it was a penalty because I'm a Liverpool fan. But even
no, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's just use common sense now, bro. Let's be objective. I think
it was a penalty.
Okay, why do you think it was a penalty?
Because when I'm not saying it because of like almost the proximity, because I can understand that argument in it. Like someone says it was too close to him, but for me, his hand was here, and it's hit his hand, and the ball is on target. So for me, because it's on target, like you don't know. For me, you're preventing a possible goal or a possible deflection. Fair enough. Like if it's just hit his hand and it's gone, like, do you know what I'm saying? It's not on target and it's just on dead flick on. The fact that the flick was on target for me, that's why as an attacker, even myself, I think that's a penalty in it. Even if it was given against Liverpool, I feel like, got away with one there. Literally slightly got away with.
The thing is,
you know what it is?
Do you know what it is though? Like in situations like this, you have to look like Jackson. When you jump, bro, you use your arms. He didn't jump up wildly, like he didn't spread out his arms like that or anything like that. His arms was quite close to his body, and you could see that he was trying to be careful. The ball, obviously, it was I hate the phrase ball to hand, but it was literally ball to hand. The ball just literally touched his hand, and there was nothing he could do, bro. Like he jumped up, he tried to move, and it hit him. Do you get it? So in a situation like that, you just have to use common sense. Once you play football.
No, but the handball rule isn't common sense anymore in football, Grease. Let's not do that.
No, but the rule got changed last season, though. Remember,
why it wasn't given.
It got changed.
It got changed last season, bro.
It
got changed last season because initially last season at the start of last season, that would have been given as a pen. But then they reassessed it. That the handball rule. So for me, I'm glad that it went the way it did. Even if that happened to you, man, I'll be saying the same thing. Because now I'm hoping that's a little precedent for if any situations like that happen again, they're gonna be consistent. That's the main thing in it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that weren't a pen, man. That wasn't a penalty. There's nothing Jackson can do in a situation like that.
You know what it is?
I
wanted
see
it
why
to be
it
a
wasn't
pen
given in it
for fantasy,
in my opinion.
But it's one of those ones where I look at it and I'm thinking, bro, that is sly harsh if it's given. The man is literally his hands here, bro. Body, you get it. It's like right here. It hits it, and it's in the motion of bringing it in as well. Like he's in the motion of bringing his hand in, and it hits his hand like.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying. I just think
remember that one, so remember that, by the way.
I know. I think the circumstance, the fact that you're stopping a possible goal means it's, bro, like, again.
But but that shouldn't mean anything though, because you have to look at the action of the player. Monts. Hold on, bro. Let me give you a perfect example.
Like this, and he's 2 yards away. You're calling it, bro.
Yeah, but Monts, let me give you the perfect example. Yeah, I get what you're saying about it was going on target, so it should be given. Yeah, but you have to look at the action of the player and the movement the player's trying to do. If you remember, yeah, when we played Souček at we played West Ham away, yeah, and Souček done that mad handball in the area. Like he literally moved his arm towards the ball.
That was
Jackson was moving blatant handball, and it didn't get given. Was even playing in this kit that day, João Felix when he scored, yeah. But with what's the name, Jackson today, you can see that it was a genuine effort, yeah, to move his arms away from the ball and move it towards his body, and the ball was traveling mad quick. So you can't say, you can't justify it by saying it should have been a penalty because it was on target. Like, bro, you have to look at the action and the movement of the footballer, of the player. And his arms were close to his body, and he tried to move them away from the ball. He didn't move them towards the ball to stop it going in. He didn't do like I'm sure Suarez has done that before. Remember when Suarez did it against Ghana?
I don't know why man are telling me whether deliberate or non-deliberate makes a difference. It doesn't make a difference when it comes to that.
Of course it does.
No, are you saying this
It's a
would have been
factor.
handball?
It's a factor, bro.
Yeah, it can be a factor. Yeah.
It can be a factor.
Would it be handball outside the box?
Yeah. If I'm telling you now, if Jackson did that and stopped it from going towards the thing,
I don't know, but that doesn't make sense to me because certain fouls aren't fouls outside and inside the box. Like,
yeah, that's true. I think what it is, Monty. I think, like I said, if Jackson was moving his hand towards the ball, like deliberately, or trying to do it on a sly one, you can tell when it's on a sly one, man. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Taylor hates Chelsea, yeah, and the guy even said it himself. It's not a pen. You get it? So it could have gone either way, but I'm leaning more towards no penalty. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a Chelsea fan. I would have said the exact same thing if it happened to you, man, as well. So I'm glad it wasn't given, man.
Bro, his action was to jump and head to the ball. You can all see, we all know, we all got eyes. You can see he was trying to head the ball if it was to come to him. So when you're going to head a ball, you can only do that. When you're going to jump, you can't jump with your hands behind your side. It doesn't make sense. You have to go. That's the action for it. So when he's doing that and it hits his hand, again, one is deliberate, and two, I get what you're saying, Monts, about it could have stopped a potential goal, but in reality, just because it was on target doesn't mean it was guaranteed going to be a goal. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's not. I didn't say it's guaranteed going to be a goal. Again, I think the handballs are a bit funny. Obviously, the Declan Rice one yesterday, I'd probably have to have a look at that one again because I didn't see it clearly.
No,
this one I thought I saw clearly enough. I didn't agree. That's not my opinion. Wouldn't be as valid on that one because I need to watch it again in it. But like, I think for me, the handball's the handball. Listen, I think you're right when you say it could have gone either way. So I think if it's given, it's maybe seen as harsh, or people see why it's given. If it's not given, man can make an explanation for why it's not given. I think that's fair to say. If that is fair to say.
Yeah. Corey, I'm glad they went the way it did because now they're gonna use that going forward now. Hopefully.
The Premier League ain't consistent. You know this.
Hopefully.
Don't give them credit.
But look at it. But bro, look at the heat they got. Look at the heat they got last season with Lee Mason and that getting the booting and whatnot. Right now they're under a lot of pressure, so they're gonna have to fix up. And that's the first time I've seen Anthony Taylor actually like just let the game play out. Because if you remember, you're talking about handballs. It was the same ref, Anthony Taylor, that sent off Reece James at Anfield when he handballed it on the line when it was going in. It was him that sent him off. Do you get it? So, bro, you just got to look at the action.
But go on, Corey. What would you say?
I'll be real. I thought it was a handball, innit? I just thought it was a handball, but at the same time, it not being given, I just expect people to keep the same energy now because there's gonna be this is the first of many cases, yeah. And when it comes to your lot's teams, please, I hope. Obviously, Greasy said it already. He said he'll keep the same energy. I'm just saying for everybody, including the chat, please keep the same energy with this because this will happen to you. There will be a situation where there's a person that wants to move their hand out of the way, but it's hit their hand. At the end of the day,
Corey,
it has hit
his
their hand, so
arm-
it makes it a
nah.
penalty. Even if they're trying to move their hand out of the way, I'm sorry, it's a penalty, bro.
Bro, his hand was bent.
That's what it is, bro.
It was tucked, and it was bro. People are saying I need to watch it again, but from what I remember, I swear the ball was gonna hit Donny's chest anyway.
No, it wasn't.
Was it like this? Was it like this, or was it like this?
Bro, it was like this. He had it tucked.
Oh, no,
in.
and you know what, bro? No.
Let me know.
Hold on, I'll get the image. It wasn't like this. It was definitely not.
No, it was like this.
It was like that. It was like that. It was like that. It was like that.
It was like this.
Like, that's calm. That's
But Mons though, Mons.
Stop acting like
Don't
it's
you
bare
think?
white.
Wait, hold on, Corey.
like
Don't
this,
you think? Yeah. Wait, Corey. Don't you think that Liverpool fans are reaching a bit because like it wasn't even a mad header that was definitely going in though. Like it wasn't even a mad header. Like
it was some flimsy header,
soft little.
It was one flimsy header.
They reached with the fact that it was on target and stuff. That you're just talking nonsense there. But I can't like if your hands are like this. I can't remember the picture, but if he's like this, like
it weren't like that. It weren't like that.
I've done
One
it.
stretched it.
I've done it on purpose.
One stretched it. It weren't like
done
this.
that, bro. So if
I said he was like this.
No, but Corey said like that. It wasn't like that. It was like it was.
No, not like bro. Like this.
it was tucked in like
No,
this.
Montel, you're even doing a bit too wide.
It was a bit too much. It was in his chest, man. It did this.
Please, man are telling me it was going to hit his chest. Do you not
stop.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Why is his hand here? If you told me why his hand here, then by all
Bro,
means.
when you jump for a ball, bro, your hands are gonna be like that. Where do you want the hands to be?
Like
you're going to jump like this, like I don't get it.
No. Hold on a second.
You can't jump like that, bro. You have to.
I'm not jumping like this,
like
right?
that. It's
I'm not
impossible.
jumping like this.
I'm about to say jump like this.
How do you jump?
You can't do that.
Who's going up for
How
a
do you
header?
jump?
Do you use your hands? Yes or no?
Yeah, no, I will, Casey, but I promise you, my hand's not going to be like this.
No, but this is it,
They're not
Corey,
gonna be
because
like
it was so
Yeah, but
close.
the thing is,
Because it was so
Corey,
close.
yeah.
He was trying to like duck and trying to like he was trying to get out of the way.
Jackson's even smart. He's even smart because like he didn't jump up. He didn't jump up with his, like I said, he didn't jump up with his arms mad high in the air like unnatural.
I'm telling you, man knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. I respect him, but he knew what he was doing.
Man, we're giving it too much airtime. We'll move on. Obviously, we need to give because remember we still have to get onto the Arsenal and Tottenham games, and it's already been 40 minutes. So I think if anything, do you want to just move on now because we literally have 20 to go. So obviously 1-1. I said fair enough, Don. You know what I'm saying? I know when that second short goal went in, you was gonna call my phone. I know you was ready to call my phone. You know what I'm saying? But just know when Salah's goal went in, I was thinking if this goal is onside, I swear to God, this guy's not living this down. I know when Salah scored, you're thinking.
Bro, I was getting it, bro. My phone was in do not disturb, bro. I was getting it. Trust me.
But yeah,
that was a good game, man. Good game for us.
You lot outplayed us in the second half, so I'll give it to you, man. I think for once we defended well. I did not ever see us defending well in the game. That's something that I've not seen at all in preseason. Is good defending. I've seen any of that the whole of preseason. So yeah, we'll have to see. Hopefully, a CDM fixes that. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, again, Caicedo. I think if that added to your midfield would be very, very advantageous for you lot. Moving on, because Ethan's not here. We'll leave the Tottenham game for last. Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest 2-1. Saka banger, Martinelli brilliant assist, but a wary end to the game. A lot of Arsenal fans weren't too happy when I spoke to them. They were happy with the first half, but weren't too happy with the second half. What do you man? How do you man feel about that?
I hear it. I would just say that it's not something I would panic too much about. Reason being, it was Partey right back, and if we're honest, although he's played right back a handful of times for us, especially towards the end of last season, it's not his natural position. And I get why Arteta done it. One, because Gabriel's not 100% fit, but at the same time, we're going to have a lot of the ball, and they're going to do a lot of defending. So we could do with the extra man in the midfield to help keep the ball, webbed kind of thing. You know what I talk about, how Arsenal just web teams and just suffocate them and create chance after chance after chance. Mikel Pep way. But yeah, so like That's what we tried to do. And when they broke with their pace of Brennan Johnson and we saw Alanga towards the end of the game, Partey's not a right back. You know, Partey's not a right back, so I can't expect him to get back and be defensively stroud as an actual right back. So I'm not too worried. What I will say, the only thing I am worried about is that we're not closing out games. I think as soon as that Abioni came on and Alanga came on, I feel like Gabriel should have come on there and then, because we always knew it was going to be a get it to Abioni, get a bit boisterous, a bit rough and tough, and see what you can create from there. He's done it to us before, and he's done it to us again. That's it, bro. Bro, this guy was a beast. How's a guy so running so fast up the pitch? Let me know.
Yeah, he's so bro.
Man kept up with Alanga.
Man
kept up with Alanga.
First touch is good as well, man.
Yeah, bro, he's a proper. He's one of them old school centre forwards, fam. Target man, get it to him. He'll drop and roll a man, and yeah, like Lukaku used to be. Like Lukaku's tired now, but that's what he used to be, innit? Yeah, Antonio as well. All them type of man, just big centre forwards that can pin a man, bro. So big up Arioni, big up Alanga. Them man done their thing, innit? But all in all, we was the better team. If you're honest, we deserved the 3 points. And
I feel like
really.
I'll be right. Would you say people are into it too much? The formation thing, like for me, in my opinion, the whole reason why we played Partey, right? For me, I feel like it was a 3 at the back. I felt like Partey would drift into midfield, and they'll make it a 3 at the back. That's only to match Nottingham, because if you pre our last 2 games against Nottingham, in fact, no, our last game against Nottingham when they beat us 1-0 last season, towards the end, we could not break them down. We literally could not break them down. So I feel like Mikel matched them so he could play like them in a way, but be more fluid in attack with it as well. So I feel like against someone else, we got Palace next week. For me, you'll see a complete different approach. We'll be seeing back to old Arsenal when Zinni's back as well. Like, it'll be completely different. So that was just to get the result. 2-1 result, you can't complain. Like, it's all about getting results, man. Like, if we played 4 at the back with Zinni there on Saturday, bro, we could have had a problem breaking them down. I'll be real. So, yeah, man, good result.
Yeah,
Do you think it was a convincing? Do you think it was a convincing performance?
I think so. We controlled the game. We controlled the game.
Wait. I'm glad you said no, and I'm glad you said yes. Kids, how was it convincing? How was it convincing? I want to hear first.
All right, cool. All right, listen to this, right? Yeah. Possession. If you go pre the possession stats, I'm sure we had over 80. It was about 70. It was at 77% or 80%. I saw. That's one factor, right?
It's not about. Okay, I'll let you.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That's what I'm saying. So possession was one factor. If you actually looked at the game for 90 minutes, bro, yeah, be real. Apart from that Brennan Johnson chance early on in the game, did they look like scoring any time during the whole game?
No, they didn't. I'll be real.
That's control. That's what I'm saying, bro. So that's what it's all about: having control and getting the results to match the control. That's what it's all about. So for me, it was convincing.
I didn't. You think that was convincing? What about you, Casey?
I wouldn't say convincing. I would say it was just it was an okay performance, bro. For me, convincing is teams can have chances and it can still be a convincing win. Like, let's not make the mistake. If a team has a chance, it doesn't mean that it's not convincing. For me, it's the same time in the game, and the same things happen when a team makes a tactical change. We're being a bit too late to make our tactical change, or why aren't we we knew that Arioni was coming on. We knew it. Like, let's be real. They're fighting for the game. It's, you know what I'm saying? They need something. It's an opening game. Fuck it. Let's see what we can do. As soon as Arioni come on, we should have known. We all knew this is going to be a problem, you know. We see how Ben White was up against big centre-backs. Not to say that he was the reason why they scored or anything, but we know how he is against the rough and tough centre-backs. It's not the best. We know that Gabriel is needed, and we didn't bring him on until after. And that's what caused that little shaky period. We could have avoided that shaky period by bringing on Gabriel. Because I don't think they would have scored if he was on.
You know, you're right. But, bro, what I'm saying is, reason why I'm saying that it was convincing.
I think that came from the inexperience and not bringing on the subs at the right times.
Yeah, that's the one goal. But that's forget that. That's one goal. Like that can happen in any game. It was convincing because I know next week and the week after that and the week after that, we're not gonna play like that. You're not gonna see Partey right back again. Like there's no
but you can't talk about future games. We're talking about yesterday, bro. We're talking about one game in isolation.
Cool. Yesterday, it wasn't as convincing as it normally would be. Yesterday,
it wasn't convincing. It wasn't convincing.
Yeah, you're right. Cool, it wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The reason I'm not looking into it too much is because I know that it's not going to be a thing.
You move like Gallagher in the first half, bro. You lost the ball, bro. You just lost the ball. You press, you lost it, bro. You got to press and you lost it, bro, man. You got to do better than that. You want to get into that, bro. I'll be real with you, yeah. Like, kids, I get what you're saying about the possession and that, yeah, but it's all about what you do with the possession. And in the first half, I felt like you were trying to attack Forrest on their left side with Ola. Ola was playing Ola Aina, yeah. So you lot were trying. Him and Saka had that good battle, but I'll be real with you. Ola was winning it initially. Do you get it? And then what happened with Martinelli? You know, it was I don't know if he meant to do that because even before that, you weren't really creating chances.
Yeah,
I was even saying it in the first 25 minutes, like Forrest.
See, don't hate. Nah, listen.
No, wait. Hold on. Let me land, bro. Let me land, yeah. Wait, let me land, yeah. So like in the first 25 minutes, I think Forrest literally their game plan was we need to keep our shape and we need to basically play that low block. So just because you kept possession doesn't mean that it's convincing. You retain the ball, but you played right into their hands. You get it? And then what happened was Martinelli decided to become Martinelli and take on Aurier. Aurier is one of the worst fullbacks in the league. Do you get it? It was a very good assist, lovely bit of skill. I don't know if he meant it because to me, I don't know, innit? But if he meant it, amazing, innit? Brazilian, Brazilian flair and whatnot, yeah. And then obviously, yeah, Saka got that second goal, yeah. But what Forrest did wrong is that Brennan Johnson
once again with the bash it. Stop this.
No, I'll be real.
You're lagging a little bit, bro. You're lagging a little bit, yeah.
Bro, to me, in my opinion, I don't think he meant it. I'm gonna be completely honest.
He didn't mean it, bro. He didn't mean it. Even Martinelli himself, he was surprised. He was thinking, "Where's the ball? He held it. He backheld it.
That's what got it for me. I saw his face.
You know what I'm saying? His face, innit? You know what I'm saying? So not even slander on Martinelli because Martinelli's cold, bro. Like one of the best wingers in the league. Do you get it? Yeah. So like, what does it for me? When I talk about Arsenal weren't that convincing, yeah, is because when that tweak happened and Brennan Johnson came off, because him and Morgan Gibbs White on that counter were poor. They weren't good. Do you get it? When they brought on Elanga and they brought on my man, yeah, Mr. Hold Up, yeah, it completely changed the dynamic. That's why Arteta went to a back five. He went to a three at the back, brought Gabriel on because he realized, these men are just getting in behind quickly. Do you get it? So I don't think it was a convincing win, in all honesty. I think you got the job done. Forrest, they should have brought Elanga on a little bit earlier because Brennan Johnson and Morgan Gibbs White was not working, bro. Every time they managed to get the ball off you lot, because they were just they were getting the ball off of you lot quite a lot, but they weren't doing anything with it. You get it? It kind of looked like, I'm gonna give it to you. You take the responsibility. I'm gonna give it to you. You take the responsibility, and it would just break down before it got to Brennan Johnson. So they could have done something a little bit sooner. Brought Elanga on a little bit sooner. Again, I'm not bashing Arsenal. You lot, you done your thing. You got your 3 points, but it definitely wasn't a convincing game. Like Havertz, very basic, man. Do you know what I mean? Very simple. There was nothing really in this game like that. I mean, it was just an okay performance. Do you get it? Like you'd expect a little bit more than that. There was nothing special in it. Do you get it? But Declan Rice, bro, listen, he played well, man. He played well. I've been watching you lot in preseason. He hasn't really impressed me like that. But again, pinch of salt preseason, innit? But yesterday, he done his thing, man. Partey helped him. Do you get it? But I don't think Forrest was a challenge like that when it comes to build up with Rice because they were just letting you have the ball. So yesterday, I'm not gonna say it was a test for Rice like that because he weren't really getting pressed. Do you get what I'm saying? So I've got my eyes on him. Don't worry, 105 M's. I've got my eyes on Declan this season. But yeah, yesterday he was probably. I'll probably say he was.
To come from Chelsea, that is so cheeky.
I'll probably say he was your best player. I'll be real. I'll probably say he was your best player. Rice, or who would you say was your best player?
I'd probably say Saka, man. For me.
Okay. No, sorry, Saka. Saka
was bossing it, man. Like you said, Ola done well. He did do well for the first part of the game to lock him up, but then when he got into the groove of things, it's impossible. Like someone said, is that Robin with a weaker foot? and calling it.
Yeah, that's his speciality. Still,
That's
I
his
can't
speciality. Inside, and you can't stop it. It's impossible to stop. So that
Yeah,
And you know, it was impressive as well because I was even saying this. Yeah, like I was even saying earlier. Yeah, it was impressive.
Robin, are we saying Robin like, or are we saying as good as Robin?
Bro,
I just need to know. I just need to know for continuity reasons.
He's 21, isn't it? He's 21, so you can't say it's Robin.
So Robin-esque. Robin-esque, not
Robin-esque. It's Robin-esque.
Wait.
You know what?
But he has got. No.
He has to say it. Then we move.
I don't want to accuse. Hold on, Corey. I don't want to accuse Kiers of saying Saka's. He said Saka's as good as Robin when he meant that the style was similar in the way that he cuts in.
Yeah, but it wasn't just yesterday. Saka's been doing that. That's what I'm saying.
That's what.
Wait, Mandem. Someone try to draw me out in the comments. Yeah, let me even put this comment up right here. Put that comment up right now, once, please. It's Bossard. That comment right there, man. Try to draw me out.
Yeah, big up Bossard, man. Big up Bossard.
Big you up, yeah.
Let me read the two super chats.
Go on.
I'll get the comments. Big up, Cenak as always says that you could see the disappointment on Taylor's face when he didn't give the penalty. That is killing me. Big up Liverpool till I die. FSG out with the £10 donation as well. We appreciate you guys. I think Arsenal were convincing. They were in third gear. Partey won't play right back. It was only to build in a 3-1-6. They have 6 players to break down a low block. Rice looks really good. Won every duel in the midfield. Big up. Which comment from Bossard? Is it the match of the day?
The match of the day one. Yeah.
Oh, big up Bossard, man.
Big up Bossard. Yeah, big you up. Yeah, but bro, I haven't even watched match of the day, bro. I was in Benny Harness, bro. I was in Benny Harness. If you want to follow me, if you want to listen, you want to try and draw me out, I'll tell you where I was, yeah, when it was on. I was in Benny Harness, my bro. I didn't even watch the highlights of anything, but I'm just speaking about what I saw. You feel me? So big you up anyway, man. Big you up.
Got him. We fucking got him.
I haven't even watched it. I can't lie.
I've got to reload.
Got him. We fucking got him.
That's my favorite saying.
That's my favorite saying.
Cool. No, from what I don't know, man. From what I saw, I think Arsenal were fine. I think from time you're having to like switch up the 11 a little bit, like, do you know what I'm saying? In terms of obviously Timber, Partey playing right back. And remember, do you know what's funny? I can't remember who I said it to. Kay, it might have been you, but correct me if it wasn't you. Man was telling me Havertz ain't starting, and I said, "Yo." So he's then someone. I think you might. Someone said, "Well, where's Partey gonna go? Where's Partey?"
No, hold on. Until he's starting because Jesus is injured, bro.
Hold on, Casey.
Eddie and Casey started that.
Hold on. Corey. Casey's done the mechanism again. He done the the flick and go back here again.
We'll get him in a set.
I'm talking to Kiers. I said guaranteed. Havertz is starting in that midfield, and then a man was telling me, "Oh, right, well, where does Partey go then?" I said, "Bro, right. Partey is going right back. Partey is going in the right back position, and I don't believe Havertz is going to go up top. But bro, you know, but I'm not going to lie. Obviously, it's because of the injury. I know it's not for the whole season. I know this isn't a seasonal thing, innit? But Havertz in the midfield was the only one that really was a little bit like, I was a little bit like this. I don't know, like, I think I'd rather Nketiah up top than him as well. Also,
yeah,
I see him trying to get the chest down and
let me just correct you on that one. Let me correct what you're saying on that one. Yeah, for me, like I said, Havertz for me, he's only gonna play when needed. I keep saying this; it's when needed. So, for example, yesterday when you got Nottingham Forest that played free at the back, bro, when you got Nottingham Forest that play free at the back with tall defenders, all 3 defenders are tall. You need a new dynamic. You need to be able to match that. So Havertz, he started in one because Kate said as well. Eddie played, which again means you need Havertz to play.
Cool. So who have you got next game week, by the way, Kate?
Next game you got Crystal Palace again. Havertz will play again because there's no Jesus.
Okay. Do you think Havertz is playing against me?
Against you.
Yeah.
It depends if Jesus is back. If Jesus is back and Zini's back, If Zinni's back and Jesus is back, Havertz does not play. He does not play. Our midfield is.
I'm confused though. What's happened to Zinchenko? This guy played the other day, like Stamford Bridge, the Ukraine game.
That was just like a little warm up. That's like a little play about, innit? I think to get to actual Premier match fitness, I think he's back next week. But for me, like I said, I think Havertz plays minimal games. Like he'll play. Obviously, he'll play because he bought him for 65 mil, and when we need height, like I said, he will play.
What I think is
overall not that many games.
Okay, I think he'll get low starts, but bare appearances.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He'll make the appearances. He'll come off the bench a lot, but I don't think he's gonna start. If everyone stays fit, this is providing the man stay fit in it. We've already got one issue because Jesus is injured. But bro, if the man are fit, Havertz is not starting.
He's not. Only against teams like City or Brighton where we need to break their press and we need height. That's where he starts. But all the games
Havertz to break press.
No. I'm saying for a different dynamic because you can't play through City. You need to do long balls. That's where Havertz excels. But for me, teams like Palace and the Nottingham Forest without Eddie and them, man, and like the Villas and whatnot, Havertz don't play.
If everyone's fit.
Big up Harry Ultra with the super chat, with the £2 super chat. He goes, Saka downloaded the Iron Robin DLC. I don't care. I can't lie. Long day. That is killing me.
He did. This is what I'm saying.
He did.
That's it, bro. He knows.
No, fair enough. I think we'll leave with the Arsenal game. We'll probably leave it at that. Man, them.
I just want to say one thing in it. I should say one thing on Timber in it. Yeah, on the Arsenal game, Timber in it. Can't lie, Timber's cold, innit? Brother's cold, yeah. But I just want you, man, to know, yeah, you're getting the Martinez type beat. This is what I got with, innit? The Ajax tech can go into the midfield, do the thing as well. Like this is what you're seeing. This is what you're seeing, innit? Just know that we had this first. So just remember that, Keys and Casey. Yeah,
we got
Martinez, innit? But Lidge, they're similar. They're not the same, but they're very similar in it. The stuff I'm seeing Timber doing, I'm like, bro, Martinez has been doing this, and now it's really going to work in the Arsenal defense. That's why you man wanted Martinez as well.
But they already know they wanted Martinez.
Timber. That guy is good, man.
Timber cold.
Timber's hard.
That guy is good, man. When I saw him go down, I was so upset for him, man. I thought, oh shit.
Bro, I thought that was ACL. I was done out here. But I think apparently it's not that serious. Apparently, so fingers crossed.
I don't know, because the way he jumped up, the way he
that's
he got
what I'm
shot.
saying. That's right. It made me think it was an ACL. I was pre into a bear. I needed good news, but
lads, Tottenham versus Brentford. Obviously, Ethan would have got grabbed up today, because the way he was talking about this new style was,
like it got on paper once. Don't worry, he won it.
Personally, I'm gonna get this out the way. From now because I watched minute 1 to minute 9. I watched the whole game. Yeah. Ethan's gonna come and talk to me about possession and new style. Yeah. For me, it was pointless possession. The ball was moving way too slow, and all I saw was different. But different don't mean it's better. They caught life the same way, if not worse than I did. The Mbuemo misses, the what's it called? What's the keeper's name? Valario, what's his name?
Vicario.
Venom. Whatever they call my man, whatever they call him, Venom, bro. Obviously, big up, but Basuma and Madison, cold.
Yeah, cold.
Basuma today still. Basuma played hard.
Everyone else.
Son, you bum. Dinging, donging, all of that.
Richarlison, dinging and donging.
Richarlison.
By the way, you said Cooley's going to do a thing this season.
I need an apology.
You said Cooley's doing a thing this season.
Richarlison, what did I tell you? Once, what did I tell you about Richarlison? What did I tell you?
Yeah, but bro, it's one game.
Nah, bro,
give it till like game week 5-6. Give it till like game week 5-6. Maybe even 10-11. You can't. No, kids. You're not doing the one game.
You said Cooley's doing the thing as well, okay? You said
Cooley played dead today. Cooley played dead. But
I'm gonna be there for that too.
For Richarlison though, Richarlison's been playing this shit. This is the bit I don't get. Everything you saw today, he's been doing.
What did you remember was gonna happen this season? Who's gonna do a thing?
No,
Richarlison.
Game one, bro.
Richarlison.
Yeah, he played shit.
Yeah,
And
come
he-
on, man. Yeah, but you can't judge him after last season, though. Let's be real. The guy hardly played, bro. Like,
Nah,
he
bro,
hardly got any game time.
he
I'll be
played
real,
he
this
played
season-
enough to get more than one
Allow
goal.
him.
He played enough
Last-
to get more than one goal.
Yeah, no,
last season, K.
Bro, he scored one Prem goal. Like,
I know.
Like, come on, bro. Come on, man.
Now it was bad. I'm not giving him excuses, but I'm just saying he barely played. He barely played, but I don't remember a game.
He barely played
when he even started like that in the Premier.
one goal.
This is his season where he has no excuses. Game time is not an excuse. He's gonna play. So now I think, but I be real, like we can't pick and choose who you want to give the 1 game allowance, because how about this? Certain man could be a 1 game wonder. Do you know what I'm saying? Great opening day, and then like
Montel, I was told after 45 minutes my player weren't it. After
I know.
45.
One person me and Casey was looking at was Rico Henry. Rico Henry bun up Emerson Royale, and how about this? All game. Fair enough, Emerson Royale, very good strike. That's the only good thing.
About 5 times,
bro. Rico Henry is cold.
Brother's rapid.
Good
Yeah,
play.
he's rap still. He's rap still.
No, he's not only fast, bro. He's good as well.
Yeah,
His final
his delivery was very good today.
His delivery and shit, bro. He was hard. He was hard.
And you know who I was impressed with? Mbamo, man. He's better than us. Like, he's good. And like, we know he's a good player, but he's known as just a Brentford player. That makes no disrespect, but you know what I mean.
He can play for a better team, man.
I think he can play for a better team if he performs like that. Like, if you're looking at the way
he's been having those performances, though. To be fair, he's been having those performances.
If he has kept having those performances, they're onto something, man.
Even that pen was cold as well. The way he just took it.
That pen was cold still.
Cold, like
that was a sly Tony thing. The way he done.
He learned that off Tony.
They've been practicing. Yeah, they've been practicing together.
Yeah. You see him way more. You know them guys. Yeah, like that you get them ballers that are just like they're just naturally gifted. He just comes across like them guys. Like he didn't even care about football like that, but he's just good at it. You get it? That's just good at it. I get from him. He's just good at it. Like, he's just good.
He's just good at it.
That's the feeling I get from him. He's just good at it, bro. It comes natural to him.
I was very much impressed with Pinnock. And I not because he's Jamaican, but like, I think, bro, Pinnock was actually good today. I was deep in his thing, the way he was bringing the ball forward. What did man think of Van der Ven?
You know what? He actually didn't do that bad.
He didn't do that bad, innit?
No, I don't.
And I'll say he had the Colombian PS4 next to him, innit?
Yeah,
most of the game.
It's a bit hard.
He's got some long strides though.
Yeah, he does have long.
He's got some long strides from the back though. The way he was just driving out from the back. But they're saying that you're not giving enough Basuma prop, man. Bro, the guy was the best player on the pitch.
Best player on the pitch.
Basuma was naughty. He done some naughty stuff.
No, 100. Oh yeah,
100%. That was his best.
He paid.
But we all know he's a good player, though, innit? It's Conte. It's Conte tax. That's all it is. It's Conte tax, man. We all know he's a good player.
Would you not think about the left back as well? I can't remember the kid's name.
Oh, Adogi. Adogi. He played good.
I think
I think good to stretch.
Jaff,
that was average.
I don't even think he's better. He's not better than. I don't think he's better than Jaff. I'll be honest. Like, even though Jaff's more of a centre back, but you see Adogi, bro. You see when he's done anything going forward. Did you see the cutting that Adogi done? And my man just pushed him.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Bro. But he looked comfy. He looked comfy though. He looked comfy on the ball. Bro, that's
You're right. I like. Is he a left back though? Is he like an out and out left back?
He doesn't look like one, innit? He doesn't really look like one.
I think he looks like a wing back. Who he played for? Udinese, I think he played for. He played for Udinese. He was a left wing back before for Udinese. So I don't know.
Wait, is it? I thought he was a youth. Is he? I thought he was a youth.
He's 20.
Yeah, he's young. He's young.
Oh, so yeah. That's why I said I don't even think he's better than their youngsters, bro. Who's the other one as well? Who's the other youngster that they sent on loan? The Welsh one. Is he Welsh?
Who? Roden.
Nah,
Roden's a big man, fam.
How was Roden?
They sent him on loan.
Yeah, Roden's on loan.
Roden's like 24, 23.
Yeah, 25.
He's like 23. I have to double check.
I might be wrong.
Joe Roden. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like 26.
yeah. No, they're saying that
He was
he's a
26.
winner.
He was big.
25. It's 25. Sorry, he's 25.
He built
Yeah.
like a centre back in it. I thought he'd play in like a back three,
Yeah.
but he's gone with like as a straight left back in it. I don't know. I don't know. Anything going forward was just dead from him today. Like I was looking at it and I felt like every time he got the ball, just let me get rid of it.
But I can't lie though. Saying that, right? Saying that. Let's be 100% real. If we're gonna be real as op fans, they do look better. If we're being completely honest.
Yeah. They're stylistically, yeah. But
Yeah,
bro,
they look better.
Yeah.
But bro,
like you said, it's what you
them.
do with it is the next question. It's how you get results and whatnot.
Yeah.
Can't lie.
Okay,
When I saw Emerson.
Tidier.
When I saw Emerson inverting, I was thinking, what?
No,
Yeah,
I couldn't
bro.
Just that banger.
He shut us up, though. He shut, like,
Yeah, he did. He did.
Like, he was crap, didn't he?
Man
He
went
was
and
still
bagged.
crap. Like, he was still crap. I'm not having anyone tell me.
Yeah, no, he was. He was.
No, he was doing the Brazilian thing in the midfield. The step
No,
over
he
was.
wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Bro,
Weird.
did
Bro.
you man see when he done the step over?
No.
Did you man see when he done the step over?
Man done the step overs by himself. It was just
By
weird.
himself.
This
He
guy,
does it all the time. It's just very weird.
You know what's
Yes.
mad though? You know what's mad though? Yeah, I know. It's only one game today, innit? Yeah, but like the way Maddison was carrying them, yeah, and playing, yeah, he looked like the captain. Yeah, he looked like the captain.
big
Like
fan.
Son, I know Son got
that
it by
was
default.
worst. Bro, listen,
Worst decision, bro.
that game from
But I feel
Son,
like no.
he can't start next game.
Yeah.
Son can't start next game. I will drop him.
How about this? You know when
That's
you man
now, though,
talk
innit?
about
It's the
Salah. You know when you man
Why
talk
don't you
about
man put him in your
you know
FPL?
you know when man
Everyone
say
put him in
Salah
the
doesn't
FPL.
do anything.
Corey, allow it.
Bro, kids, you know when man say when you used to say Salah doesn't do anything but score. Son, that
Yeah,
is
no, he's
Son.
a prime example.
That
He's
is
a
him.
prime example still. He's a prime
That
example.
Son is actually
But
like,
I said this. Him as a
That's
touchline
When
winner.
I said that to someone yesterday.
Disgusting.
Who did I say that to?
about Son.
I think I was saying it yesterday when these was at football. That Son, bro, all this guy can do is score. If he doesn't score, the rest of his all-round game is meaty, fam.
No good.
It's just so meaty, fam. And today showed it. It's like Captain Son wanted to kind of be the responsible one on the pitch, not lose the ball too much, try keep things moving, give it to Maddison, let him do his thing, because he was clearly the one who was the risk taker. You go and try and beat two man, try and make something happen, do what you can, and that's why he got his assist. You know what I mean? Just give him the ball, let him do his thing. But I think that's how Maddison works. Maddison works when the responsibility is on him. He works best when he's the one the team relies on to create. That's how he's best. Give me the ball, let me do my thing, let me take that responsibility. And I think that's what Son is best at as well. But at the same time, they can't both do it. So Son trying to do the responsible thing and Maddison doing the irresponsible thing just made Son look terrible today, bro. He weren't making no darting runs. He weren't doing nothing, bro. He was doing nothing.
Bro, you know what it was, yeah? This is what happens when you actually give Son winger duties. Like before, under Conte, because he didn't play with a winger, like it's weird, he couldn't do that. But now because he actually has to play like a winger, that's why he's in trouble. Son is not a winger, in my opinion. He's not a winger.
What we saying? What Saudi for Son end of the season?
It's looking like it because he can't play in the system. So
kids, maybe bench Richarlison and actually put on Sullivan on the left.
Yeah, that's a shout. That's a shout.
You know who would have been good for them, man, in this system, yeah? Harvey Barnes. He would have been good for them on that left, you know.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't.
Serious.
Solomon can do it. Solomon can definitely do a thing. Maybe Son go up top. I think that's.
I'd rather Barnes, bro. I don't know why they didn't go for Barnes. I don't know why.
I think they were linked to him, innit? I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, they tried the cheeky thing. They tried to
they tried to get both of them for 50 M's.
Yeah.
Something mad like that. Oh, yeah.
Listen, man, we are going to leave it there. Big up everyone in the chat. Obviously, big up to the members, Solo, P1, Daniel, Wu-Tang, Slim Ake, Ed, Skip to Malu, Kaz, Edwin, Honestly, Solo, D1 Millie, KLFC, Bayesian Red, Snake Eyes, Roms, NDT, and Aiden.
Well, we're racking up the members now.
Racking up, man. Racking up. Listen, people, make sure you smash the like button. We're on 270 likes. So make sure we shoot up to 300 likes and beyond when we're watching this back. Also, make sure you drop a comment and let us know your thoughts on the game week in the comment section as well. Big up Highbury Ultra, Liverpool till I die, Cenac, Ahmed, Eric, Tanyang, Hit 44, Ethan, and Ed as well for their super chats. Lads, anything else you don't want to say before we close out?
Big up the chat. Big up the viewers. Share it.
Chat, man. Big up the chat.
Yeah, big up the
Love
man.
for coming
man.
on, Greasy, as well, man. Nice.
Yeah, love, bro. Love
for having me on, man. You'll see my face more on here anyway. So big up the chat. Big up the chat.
That's it, man. I need someone. I need a little Chelsea fan just to poke and prod. You know what I mean? Poke and prod, you know what I mean?
Listen, you're the last fan base to ever try and press me. You know, I can't ever lie. When any Arsenal fan tries to press me, I'm Verratti in midfield. I'm telling you.
Listen, people. This stream is going to take you guys over to Coppish. So stay on here and make sure you say Bigsixbants raid over there. So, people, it's been another episode of Bigsixbants. We will see you tomorrow. Timing wise, I can't give you guys a timing at the moment, as a lot of things are going on. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for most likely Liverpool show. And yeah, we'll have the rest of the week for all the chat and all the same schedule pretty much. So guys, take care and we'll see you tomorrow. It's been another episode of Bigsixbants. Big up the man them and big up everyone in the chat. Let's get to 6K ASAP, people. Less than